At a time when Afghanistan is reeling under a resurging Taliban with its attack spree killing dozens every day, a large number of locals defying death threats have come out in support of the government, saying they will never acknowledge a rule by terrorists. While it comes as a major boost to the morale of the Ghani administration, the US airstrike assistance to its forces is further rebuilding Kabul's confidence. Meanwhile, Russians, along with Uzbeks, are conducting drills near the Afghan border in line of measures being taken to prevent an uncontrollable situation in future.
Holding a rally in a pitch-dark night, these hundreds of Afghan men and women are putting up resistance to the hardline Taliban ideology. They shouted slogans of Allahu Akbar, meaning God is greatest, and supported the government for its stance. The event was held immediately after a blast near the heavily fortified Green Zone in the capital. The two sides, Afghan establishment and the Taliban, are stuck in a deadlock for months over Taliban's demands. While Kabul accuses the Taliban of being unreasonably demanding, the other side charges the Ghani administration of being a Western stooge, not letting them have what is rightfully theirs. The United Nations says it is deeply concerned about the rapidly deteriorating situation in the country. It says tens of thousands of Afghans could be at risk of losing everything in the escalating fight.
Moving on to Afghanistan, I can tell you that we're deeply concerned about the safety and protection of people in Lashkargah in the south, where tens of thousands of people could be trapped by the fighting. Our humanitarian colleagues also tell us that in Helmand and Kandahar, there are reported increased civilian casualties, destruction or damage to civilian houses, as well as to critical infrastructure, including hospitals. Hospitals and health workers are becoming overwhelmed by the number of wounded people. We, along with our humanitarian partners in Afghanistan, are assessing needs and responding to it in the south as access allows.
The Taliban have stepped up their campaign to defeat the US-backed government since April as foreign forces complete their withdrawal after 20 years of war. Fighting has been particularly heavy around the city of Herat, near the western border with the Iran, and the Lashkargah and Kandahar in the south. The US says that it has not been abandoning Afghanistan as being projected in the media and is doing everything from targeting Taliban through airstrikes to providing safe havens to those who worked for them in Afghanistan.
For months, we and our colleagues in Washington have worked to speed up everything we could in the SIV process. Since the first of this year, our consular staff in Kabul has issued over 5,000 special immigrant visas and interviewed thousands more, some of whom departed yesterday.
Meanwhile, Russia and Uzbekistan are holding joint military exercises near the Afghan border amid fears in both countries that a worsening security situation in Afghanistan could spill over into Central Asia. 1,500 Russian and Uzbek participated in the 5-day exercises that began on Monday last week. In a sign of how seriously Moscow views the potential threat from Afghanistan, it said it would send a much bigger military contingent to Tajikistan for separate trilateral exercises. Tajikistan has also been roped in to make it a more serious affair. And while this all continues, people in Afghanistan are continuously making efforts to flee to Western neighbors to save their lives. That has not just been threatened by looming Taliban disaster, but also due to lost means of livelihood. So far, all they have witnessed is disappointment, with most of them, including Turkey, has shut its doors for all Afghan migrants. On the contrary, it has detained all of them who managed to flee, and in all likelihood is going to send them back where they came from.